was one thing I need to do that I wasn't sure I needed to do. Okay, so we've got the new character. So much that we can add. Oh, nice. You're really, really close and no problem. Like I said, we had a card and I thought Christina had it and it was left in the hotel room. So, oops. Does indeed. How are you enjoying married life? I imagine it's not much different. Yes. Like you said, it happens. I want to do the two. At some point in time, based on what I was told today, I need to talk to you about something, nothing urgent, but more of a curiosity, I suppose. Yeah. I talked to Sarah after that, and that just led to more questions. No, Sarah gave me the gist, but based on what Sarah told me, I have questions for you specifically, and I'm not going to bring it out here. So I have a rough understanding of what they're referring to.
Head for the monolith, through the quarry to the north.
Fastest swimmer.
Great.
Umawina. Iranevo.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
An advantage. Careful, Verso.
That thing's got so much health. Yeah, it's not definitely not something I should be fighting right now.
Careful, Verso.
I did, and I died for it. The kind of neat thing with this game is that no matter how hard the enemy is, you can actually defeat anyone at any level. Just how long it takes depends on how strong you are, because of the parry and dodge system they have. Yeah. I think I've beaten 4 or 5 mimes.
Yeah.
Have you played, or have you just seen people play? Urso's perfection. Urso gains perfection every time he deals damage or manages to parry or dodge. A high perfection rank increases his damage. Some skills have additional effects at specific perfection ranks. Yeah. I know, when I saw the preview on the Xbox showcase, was it early this year or late last year, I was like, oh. And then I was like, it's confirmed for PlayStation, awesome, so I got it day one, so here we are. And it's only a $50 game versus, you know, $50, $60, $70 or $80 going forward. First, okay. Taking any damage removes 1 perfection ring. Once per enemy turn. Okay. Okay, so I'm current. Interesting. Probably easier to understand than Gustav's was.
Let the ink flow.
Oh. So he's kind of better in longer fights. Build up the rank.
Careful, Verso.
Oh, that was the jumping one. I was not expecting that. So have you pretty much not been playing anything then? Wasn't expecting to see one of these just outside. Just your card games. Breaking is important. Hey, Game Professor, I'm doing well. How about yourself? It's good, good. Always good to hear.
Ready to evade.
Let's spill some ink. Place on me.
Now's our chance.
Ready to strike.
Watching some old shows. Ooh, like what? If you don't mind me asking. So it wants us to go there. Color. Okay.
En garde.
Ready to evade.
Finesse and grace. Finesse and grace.
A new weapon, or did the weapon level up? New weapon. We are 7. No element. Okay, that's the winner right there. That was a Pictos upgrade. Blades Graveyard.
An advantage.
Not sure a music record is an advantage, but if you say so.
That's not the path. Here we go.
I'm ready. My sword is dead.
Ow.
Oh well.
Spill some ink.
My turn.
A storm is coming. Everyone okay?
Let us get with it. Go!
Another one I probably don't want to fight.
Crimson on!
Forgotten battlefield. Okay, many expeditions
You'll get
did not
used to
make it
them.
out.
We're going to see a lot more.
If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall.
Wait. Could we bury Gustav?
I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustav would understand.
We can look for a suitable place along the way, yeah?
We'll find a nice spot.
Actually, there is a place. Past the quarry, out of sight of the painters. A tranquil haven. Protected by magnificent trees. I think you'll approve.
Lead the way.
Let me show you something.
Gradient counter. Some enemies can cast gradient attacks. Gradient attacks are powerful and can only be defended with a gradient counter. Gradient counter, press R2.
Esso, dodge!
Any other tricks we should know?
One thing at a time.
These are all expeditions?
A single Nevron took out most of them.
Is it still around?
I've only seen it once, many years ago, so most likely not. Ready to strike.
Chroma is flowing.
Let's start!
Ready to evade.
Gradient ones are gonna throw me off. I mean, those are terrible. I wish it would give you an earlier idea.
Here we go again. Watch out, my hell.
Timing on these.
No margin for error. The expedition's not over.
I can do it. Take down the shield. Ready to parry.
Cut him down.
I'll do better this time.
A storm is coming.
Coming.
Vessel dodge.
The elements dance. Now was our chance.
Cut him down.
Careful, Verso.
Oh well. Bring it on.
Let's spill some ink. My sword is dead.
I've lived through worse.
So dodge! Perfect.
Lovely.
Incoming.
Anga! My sword is dead.
Everybody, let's go.
Anga!
Danger. Careful, my L.
Cut him down.
Vesto, dodge! My sword is dead.
Well, that will help.
Anga!
You're outmatched.
A storm is coming.
What have we here?
An advantage.
If it's just the one. No.
Spill some ink. That's better.
Maximum damage.
Please survive. I'm ready.
Now's our chance. Ice. Shut.
Let's spill some ink.
Marked.
What have we here?
Excuse me.
On guard.
Ice. Shatter.
Just try it.
And he's slow, so.
Let's cover path.
Great.
My turn.
Hurry!
Think that they'd have the plaid so close.
Useful.
Burn.
My turn. Watch out, my elf.
Brace yourselves.
Time to hit big.
Fury. Fire.
Fast.
Useful.
Nope, nope. At best, I'm halfway through. Probably closer to like 40% if I had to guess based on what I know. I just finished Act 1. No, it's not bad. I should be done in the next 2 to 3 weeks before I go on my week vacation and before the Switch 2 comes out. And hi, Kristen, how are you doing? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. No more fire face, I hope. Comes and goes. Hopefully it goes more than it comes. I don't have to figure out what I'm missing, I guess. I thought I was going the right way. Apparently, it's not. It's just like right along that space where skin moves. Oh, that is unfortunate. You're gonna call that store soon. There's 3 of them. 3 of those stores are in Tennessee called MKs, and they had so much. I will say that most of the stuff, the high end stuff, was actually like the things that are usually expensive were actually more expensive than like market pricing. And they had the mid tier stuff that was about on par with pricing, some a little below, some a little above. And then you had they had like bins of like cheaper stuff. Like I grabbed or a handful of loose discs that weren't in terrible condition. Like there's random Splinter Cell PS2 games and whatnot. It was 25 cents. I confirmed that one was working. I got a couple PS3 games and Xbox One games. Just the highest was like $2, but most of them were 25, 45 cents, 75 cents. Figure today and tomorrow will be the worst of it. And then you will be set, hopefully. You leveled up twice. This is where I came from. Oh, because I went to the camp and rested. I was like, why is everything bad? Oh, okay, this leads over here. That's why. Do you have any idea how far you are through Outlaws? Have you made it past where you made it before?
Luna, careful.
Take cover.
Careful, my elf.
Watch out.
That's where I was before, but also I've really been trying to not just end up doing side quests on mates. Yeah, again, that's hard for me to do especially if it's one of those games that has the like the mini map, or you know the maps with the all the icons like the Assassin's Creed games that are just like, no, I want to clear the map. It must be cleared. It is cleared or I have failed. Just so much side quests. It's how they beef up the game time. We had more leveling ups. Did. You. Dun, 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 dun.
Chrome is flowing.
Ready to strike.
I don't have any break moves. I need to change my stat stuff.
Target marked.
Or just do that. That works too. Hey, Autumn, how's it going? How have you been?
I'm ready.
Sad wrapping up the semester with a load of grading. Ooh. Fun times. How have you been? I've been doing all right. Can't complain. Came back.
Nice.
Drove up to Tennessee and back over the weekend for my brother's wedding. Back to the work grind tomorrow. Otherwise, everything's pretty much the same. Pokemon cards are hard to come by.
Great.
I actually, the last time I went was about 11 or 12 years ago, also for a wedding, but for a friend's wedding. It is a, you know, depending on where in Tennessee, it's a 8 to 10 hour drive. I mean, a lot of people playing this. I'm really enjoying it. Like, if you are a fan of like old school RPGs, like turn-based stuff, it's very reminiscent of like that era of games. And then you have the addition of the almost they have different difficulties where it's not doesn't matter so much, but of the parry and dodge system, and the timing for attacks, which isn't necessarily new to turn-based, but putting it all together, I'm liking it. I'm in Act 2 of, I believe, 3. I think there's 3 total acts. Fading woman, you may leave. I have no interest in speaking with you. Okay.
Emily, Expedition Wolf 41. My bag's getting weighed down from all my kills. Maybe I need to pick smaller trophies. Estelle bagged 7 of those armoured nevs. So I've got to get at least 8 in this next batch if I'm going to beat her. Leah showed me how to double up my weapon pictos. Might not be stable, but the bang's going to be worth it. The painters might be out of our reach, but her minions aren't. And if I die, I'm gonna make sure I die big. Like Xavier says, subtlety is not our game. We only live till 40. So let's go make some friends.
Sophomore are kind of the premise of the story, but not too much else. Yeah, they do.
Sword is death.
A storm is coming.
Ah.
On me.
Ah. Too late.
Fury of fire.
Careful, Verso.
Oh, it's a chromatic.
Now. Now.
I wasn't expecting a chromatic. This is not good.
You can't leave us yet. Ice shatter.
Ready to strike. I'll use it, Claire. Not impressed.
I'm ready.
On me. Okay. Not killing.
Yeesh. Having a fire-based one is no bueno for my current setup. We will try to do that so we don't have any fire-based weapons.
Careful now. Careful, Verso. Promo flowing. Ice shatter. If I die, so do it.
I've gotta block that first attack. Are there different players that you can put in your party, or is it? So there's, unless there comes more, there's 4 total, but your party can only hold 3. You can switch them outside of battle, and if they all die, however many, I think you can actually have less than 3. Like I can do like take out 1, and I can leave 2, so you could have like 2 parties of 2 if you wanted to. And if your party gets wiped out, you can send in whoever's left alive still to fight. Or you can have, you know, any combination of the 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 2, 3 and 1. Okay, let's see if I can block this.
Careful now.
Nice. That's big.
Careful.
Let's push forward.
I mean, her die still sucks, but
Zoom me in. Brace yourself. Take cover. Chroma is flowing. Ice shatter.
Let's carve a path.
Okay. Careful now.
blocking that is like a must. I'm gonna keep using Ice Lance to keep slow on him.
Ready to evade.
Yeah, counters and dodges are really important in this game. There is an easier mode that you either don't have to do that or it's a lot easier.
I feel better.
Cautious, yeah. Eyes up,
So learning the timing on the moves really helps.
Lightning, strike.
I don't know, it's weak to lightning.
Look out.
I should kill it. We did it.
Well, that will help.
So technically, if you know how to parry and dodge right, you can defeat any enemy in the game at any point. It's just how long it'll take to kill them based on how strong you are. But you have to hit every dodge and parry to be able to do that. We're gonna get my L back. heal.
Useful.
Get the new weapon. 417. That's pretty nice.
Looks like we passed the danger zone.
And no sign of your special Nevron.
Oh, I guess we're lucky.
Great.
Chroma elixir. Nice. Now we have 4. Another journal entry.
Expedition 57, Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
Oh, crossing the sea was hard, but oof, didn't expect to find a war zone brimming with Neverons. We will fight the merchant.
A storm is coming. A storm is coming. ready to evade. Let us stay.
You don't want to part with my secret stash, but you dueled me good. Have a look-see. More clothing. It's a weapon. Does this mean a boss is incoming?
Hey. You holding up? We're almost there.
Holding up. Everywhere we go, just death. Death and more death. Everywhere we go, just death. I don't want to see that anymore.
Look, my
I
Elliot.
thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you? And you. Gustav's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do
Mael. You know what we must do. When one falls, come on.
Nothing like falling into a lake of blood.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
He is. Not the biggest I've seen, but probably the strongest. Outside of an optional bosses I've run into.
Finesse and grace.
expecting a jump in the middle of a combo.
Let's carve a path.
On me.
A storm is coming.
Watch out.
Time to hit big. The dance begins. My sword is death.
Not impressed.
Swiping combos. What I need to remember has the jump.
You don't get to die yet.
Let's spill some ink.
Danger! Let us stain them.
This will hurt. Ready to parry.
A storm is coming.
Shields up.
Just try it.
He's not done yet. Summoned a sword.
I'm ready.
Ah. So close to surviving that.
Watch out, my help.
It's twice now.
Okay.
Ah.
Let us stain them.
Let's have some fun.
This will hurt.
Get ready.
storm is coming.
Nessos, dodge!
Fighter.
I'm ready.
Watch out, Maya.
Inverted is a status that prevents characters from being healed. Ooh, if the character is healed while inverted, they take damage instead. That's not great.
Ice.
I'll manage.
My sword is death.
I'm ready.
No.
Place on me. Let's dance.
Not looking good.
Blades sharpened.
Last ditch effort.
Nice.
Well, turns out this Nevron wasn't that strong, but you did well. You learn fast.
All this is what we're fighting for.
Ooh. He got his weapon. Big dubs indeed. Question is it any good? 465. Low power. Play again after a base attack. So 2 turns in a row, I guess. I mean, that looks like it could be good with certain things, but I don't get it right now. That looks like a promising Pictos. Fortunate that that's there.
What have we here?
Right? I mean, have existed, but the fact that you know, they exist in this specific spot, very helpful. I feel like that's the way I need to go, so I shouldn't go that way quite yet. Oh, this looks like probably where I came from. Yeah. Where we're burying Gustav. This just comes around. Where does this exist?
Is this the place?
Yeah. We can bury your friend under this tree.
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustav.
I'll finish what you started. The paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustav. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us.
You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. Best brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
Forgotten battlefield. Okay, camp. Well, I was gonna go to camp anyway.
For about 2 hours. Then there's a big lake. We shouldn't go there at all. We should make a right, and then it's gonna take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food, and then from there, we head north to Monoko Station.
Why there?
To recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower, because our next goal will be to take down the Paintress' heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the Paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
You found old Lumiere?
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I've traveled with many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
All right then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then, we'll take the Paintress's heart.
Can't even get anything to 10.
That was sad.
Yeah.
You were sad.
Yeah.
You were thinking of Julie.
And not just her, but... Yeah.
Want a hug?
Yeah. I do.
She reminds me of someone.
Who? My Al? Well, you also thought you knew CL.
Oh, but I do. Wait,
This game is
Don't
very,
I?
it very much is.
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
oh well. That's because you're all cousins. Same, but different.
Right, so, maybe it's that.
Yes. Ah, just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Mael is Mael's cousin. You're so very wise.
Yep. Verso the Wise.
Oh, great name. Oh, can I be Eskia the Great? No, wait. How about Eskia the Brave? Oh, no. Eskia the Great is better.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
No idea what this does, but the relationship increases. Talk a little bit more nonsense before going back to the others.
How come Minoko lives so far from the other Jestrels?
Monoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Jestrels who went missing after the fracture.
The lost Jestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
Your oldest friend is a Jestral.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustav would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked Jestrels.
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere. Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the
I just
pleasantries
heard lightning outside, so hopefully power doesn't go out. If it does, this is your warning.
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations. Trust goes both ways, no?
Alright then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it.
Well, aren't you a quick study?
But I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
Trust works both ways.
All right. As a gesture of good faith, I'll answer 3 questions.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right.
Pisses Lune off, but also triggers insatiable sense of curiosity. Lune is reluctantly intrigued, as is Verso. I didn't know that. I thought it was just SK, so apparently you increased your relationship with your people here too.
How far up the mountain is Minoko Station?
Not too high, but yeah. There's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. There's no snow in Lumiere.
No, only in books and paintings. It's almost as mythical as Jestrels.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh. Really? My husband was obsessed with the idea of snow. I can't wait to see some.
That you will. We
Just thinking
seem
we didn't
less
get to talk
stressed
with
than the
Mael.
others.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to understand your teammates.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
Then consider this my attempt to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what this is?
I'll trade you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories. You first, then.
Something unusual, then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, Not really how you get to know each other. No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share, let's share.
Story for a story, right?
We'll see.
So it continues to tease Versa, who remains evasive. Versa and Sarah's relationship grow a little bit. I'll talk to her again, just in
How
case.
come
Minoko's
are lost?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical. But part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the Paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. the comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
How come
Monaco's
a lost...
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey. It's fine.
I just...
I miss him too.
It's hard.
The pain we feel. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it. Sitting with it. Compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me when I'm tired, when I feel hopeless, when I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger. I use it all to keep going, to make sure I continue.
Monet.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me.
Feel Gustav.
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
You have an affinity for chroma too. Try it.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't want to know a secret. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
Really?
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
You may spend more time together in moments were special for both. So now Mael writes in the journal.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. I've buried friends there too. You were right. condolences. We offer them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gamage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustav and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustav would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustav's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.
That's why I couldn't do that. Gonna call it out there so I can get some sleep before work tomorrow. Thank you everybody who came by. Game Professor, Kristen, Autumn. Appreciate it. My brother Snake Chips was here earlier as well. Hope everybody has a great rest of your night.